The Santa Fe High football team left a note on the chalkboard for us inside the locker room that said, "Go win state." The whole town was in the state championship, not just St. Mike's. Rewind the year previous, my junior year, we lose to Ruidoso in 4 overtimes. From what I understand, Fernandez, it's the longest NMAA football game of all time. It was a day game here. We don't have stadium lights. By the time the game was over, it was dark. We lose in 4 overtimes. We're up by 21 points at the half. The worst heartbreak you could ever imagine. Fast forward back to the championship game my senior year, and Ruidoso goes on to win state. We should have beat him. We should have won that year, but we didn't. 7,000 people there. The fans are going crazy. The whole town is on fire for St. Mike's. First time in 30 years we've been to the championship game. Now you guys do it every year. It's like the expectation, right? Back then it was the first time in 30 years. And we're down 12-0 in the first 2 minutes. First 2 minutes, we're down 12-0. And you start wondering, are we just outmatched? Are we not supposed to be here? Hey, we had a good run, but we got to the chip. Fernandez calls a timeout. You know how that goes. It's one of those timeouts you can hear it in the stands, right? But when you lose in 4 overtimes, everybody on that team, we decided no matter what, we're winning state next year. So my first life lesson for you boys is when you make a decision, when you have no plan B because it takes away from plan A, really cool stuff starts to happen. Whether you go on to have businesses, careers, families, relationships, whatever, no plan B that takes away from plan A. You're burning the boats. Spoiler alert, we won. I got into St. Mike's late. Back in the day when there were 750 kids here, it was really hard to get into the school, like really hard. You had to know somebody, you had to make a donation. I mean, Carl Tipton right here, right? So I got my pads late. I wasn't practicing with the guys during summer ball, so I got my pads late. And you know how it is, when you get your pads, you have to practice for 2 weeks, no pads before you get to hit. Well, my first ever hitting drill, we're running Oklahomas, and I line up, across from this dude. I don't know him from the next guy. I don't know if he's a player. I don't know if he's an athlete. I don't know anything about the guy. I just got here. Well, he runs me over. He flattens me. And for the coaches in the room that are wondering who it was Julio Gomez. All-state linebacker, all-state running back. Guy has 50 pounds on me. Runs me over. So I was laying on the ground contemplating my whole existence and decision to play football. Really, there's 2 options. None of these guys know me. I'll just slip into the shadows, never to come back to practice, turn in my equipment on the sneak. Basically, what I'm saying is, I could quit. Be a lot easier. Well, spoiler alert, I stuck around, right? And I had to deal with that dude for 4 years of hitting drills, and it was terrible. Life lesson number 2, never, ever, under any circumstances, quit. Boys, life gets hard. It's a very competitive world out there. Business, kids, families, relationships, careers. It gets hard. It's not always that you're on a 33-0 team. It's not always in your favor. You're not always, sometimes you're the underdog, and sometimes you get your butts whooped. That's just how it goes. Never, under any circumstances, quit. But I got ahead of myself. Who am I and why should you listen to me? Like Coach said, Marcos Rivera, graduated from here in 2004. I'm a team leader for the 2nd largest team in my company, number 1 recruiter for the team in my company, real estate broker, flipper, investor. I own a clothing brand called Dusty Syndicate. I started a scholarship for the fraternity I was in at UNM. I'm a DECA judge. I speak at career days at Cleveland High School, elementary schools, high schools all over Albuquerque. I was recently given a really cool honor of being top 40 business leaders under the age of 40 years old in Albuquerque, 40 under 40, really cool. Yeah. But I wasn't always a champ. I wasn't always a leader. I wasn't always influential. People didn't always listen to me. The stuff I learned here from the coaches, from the staff, from the brothers back in the day, I don't know if you still have brothers, the stuff I learned here set me up for the future. So first life lesson, make a definitive decision with no plan B. Number 2, never, under any circumstances, ever quit. The stuff I learned here, the stuff you learned here, you can apply to the rest of your life. Like I said, business, career, family, children, relationships. Apply the championship mindset, the heart, the work, the mindset. Apply that to the rest of your life. One time I was hanging out with Fernandez after a game, and I asked him if he was ever going to retire. And the real purpose for my question was, I was wondering, well, if I have a son now, will Fernandez still be coaching in 16 years? That's what I was hoping for. And he goes, I mean, the seasons get long, it gets tough. He goes, but I love putting out good kids. Love putting out good kids. So maybe being a champion in the future is financial success, accolades, business development, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just means you're a good person. The world's kind of screwed up these days, in case you haven't seen that. What you can do to be a good kid, what you can do to be a good person, you see somebody walking down the street with a gas can, give him a ride, buy him a tank of gas. You see a homeless guy outside of the restaurant you're having lunch at, buy him lunch. The people that pour into you and give to you, later on in life, when you're successful, whether it's financially or however, give back. Give back to the school. If you have financial success in the next couple of years, start a scholarship. Pay for kids' tuition here. Maybe go on to be a coach, put out good kids. Like 20 years ago when I was going to college, one of my friend's parents, rich guy, called me up, wanted to have coffee. He had an envelope in front of him. It's pretty obvious that it was money. And he said, Marcos, I'm gonna tell you a story. Back in the day, I was traveling to California, my car broke down, this family took me in, they got me fixed up, they gave me some money, and they said, Joe, later on in life, when you're financially capable, give back. So that's what I do. That's why I sponsor the team, because of what it's given to me. So later on in life, whether it's buying somebody a meal, having one of your buddies' backs when they're having a hard time, the guy that's down and out, help them. Maybe you write a check back to St. Mike's. Maybe you become a coach. Continue giving back. Continue giving back to the people that poured into you. One time I was in Coach Garcia, Kevin Garcia used to be a coach. I don't know if you guys knew that. My senior year, we beat the brakes off of Santa Fe High, 50-2. I think we safetied them in the opening kickoff. And in the New Mexican, they wrote an article kind of ripping on Fernandez, like talking about how he ran the score up, he was being a bully, And in Coach Garcia's class, I asked him permission if I could share this story, by the way. He said yes. I said, Coach, what's up with that? Why are they talking pop-offs about Fernandez? I mean, we beat him, like, what do you want? What do you want? Put in the freshman? I think we did. And you guys all know Coach Garcia. Zero expression, zero emotion, monotone. He's doing whatever he's doing. I was asking this question. And he looks over. Marcos, if you don't like sucking, then get better. But I didn't get it in that moment. I'm 17 or 18. I didn't understand what that meant. You guys are going to go on to college, maybe play college ball, maybe, like I said, businesses, careers, family, the whole thing. You're not always going to be on a 33-0 team. You're not always going to be St. Mike's Horsemen. You're not always going to be the Goliath. And so whatever you pursue, business, family, career, relationships, whatever, you're not going to be good at first. Sometimes when you start, you suck. Get on YouTube. Get on ChatGPT. Find a mentor. Read the books. There's somebody out there that did it before you. Find them. Latch onto them. So I'm gonna say it one more time. And I'm gonna say the first part, you guys answer. If you don't like sucking, that's like some of the best advice ever, Coach. Thank you. So number one, always plan A, no plan B. Number two, never, under any circumstances, quit. Number three, if you don't like sucking, then get better. I also want to say thank you guys for the memories. It's been so much fun. I think the reason Coach asked me to speak today is because I was on the first championship team, and his text said, because you've been around for the last 3. I've been around for the last 5. I've been a sponsor, I think, for 5 years. I don't know. All I know is the price keeps going up. Yeah, you can live with that. I wasn't sure how I was going to go.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you guys for the memories. It's been so much. I can't tell you from the stands. And thank you guys for the birthday video. I was the guy that you guys did the birthday video for. That was really cool. Might have shed a tear. That was badass. Thank you guys for doing that for me. Thank you. I've learned some stuff from you. Where's I don't know what your guys' faces look like. Where's Pete? Are you Pete? Yeah, big dude, huh? Pete, don't yell at the ref in the championship game and almost get kicked out. Where's Zay? Dude, my dad's sitting over there. He's like the biggest fan ever, bro. Like, he probably wants your picture after the show. So go say, Dad, wave your hand. Yeah, see. Zay, don't tell the New Mexican we're gonna 50-0 him, bro, when the whole world is So every championship week I have a tradition. I watch either varsity. I always watch Varsity Blues and Friday Night Lights, 2 best football movies of all time. I'm not sure which one is better than the other. I always watch those during championship week, and then I watch film. And I watch Zay and Kamal tell the New Mexican we're gonna 50 us. I'm like, bro. I'm like, I wonder what Fernandez is thinking when he heard that one, right? Yeah, I'm almost 40, bro. I don't know what that means. Where's my boy Kamal? You know I gotta rip on Kamal. Kamal. Put your mouthpiece in before snapping the ball, bro. I saw that and I'm like, oh my god, dude. It's been a blast. I hope you took something away from my life lessons. Give back. Go be awesome people. Take what you learned here and go apply it to the rest of your life. You're never down and out. It may be 12-0, maybe 14-0. Come back and kick some ass. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite football quotes of all time from Friday Night Lights. Stay low, boys. Keep your feet moving.